Hey everyone, happy Tuesday morning. Last night we had the Raw after WrestleMania, and boy, did a lot happen. What I will say, I always love the Raw after WrestleMania. I feel like it is just a joy every year, and we opened up strong with John Cena coming out, doing his whole spiel. Interesting, again, we have people booing Cody. Now, I'm wondering if it was just that crowd. I mean, like, it was just the Raw after WrestleMania crowd. I guess we'll find out on Friday, like, if, like, people are turning on Cody. But with that, of course, we had John Cena reminding us he's less than 30 days on the calendar. That's my cat tips. Left on the calendar for his year. So we're not going to see him often, which is my complaint about him being champion. But we had the probably best part was the RKO of Nora with Randy Orton. Yes. Give me Randy and Cena. Give me like a 3 PLE program. Like, let's go. Let's do this. So excited about that idea and that direction that this is all going to take. The tag team match, the women's tag team match. I get it. Like, what was the point of putting the belt on them? But I think it had this whole thing to me with Becky has very a la Trish 2 years ago vibes when she came back. And I'm kind of very excited to see this. I do think this, like, her going after the IC title, I think is using Becky in her, like, almost legend status in a really good way, which is to elevate that title by her having it in some ways. So I'm excited for heel Becky. I feel like we haven't truly seen heel Becky in maybe 4 years. Was it, I mean, like right after COVID when she came back, I feel like we got a little. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm very happy Becky Lynch is back. I am so happy she's returned. So I think that's how they're going to use her. I'm very excited about that. With that Judgment Day, okay, so we saw the return of JD after his ribs and everything have healed up. That was really cool, but I'm still very confused about, like, what direction they're going in, and I feel like that's almost the good thing, because I feel like and I think a lot of you, like, correct me if I'm wrong, are, like, waiting for the implosion of Judgment Day, and, like, it hasn't happened yet, and this is, like, a weird, like, type of thing, like, stop. And I'm here for that because it keeps me on my toes. Tag team division. We had the new kid come out. I mean, they did their thing. Like, I don't know. That was of a lot of the card at WrestleMania. I just was, and it was not a lack of liking in the War Raiders. I was just kind of like over New Day. But hopefully they're building to something. It seems like they are, and I'll sit back and be proven wrong, and that it will get interested probably. The whole thing with Io and Stephanie was neat. I don't know if it was really necessary. I think it really reminded people that, like, NXT's tomorrow. And then, of course, we got the whole build up with Rhea Ripley finally coming to the ring, beating everyone up, dang that eye. And I'm curious, where does she get potatoed during that match the night before to get that black eye? Because I would love to see it. I do love that they, like, put no makeup on it to really, like, highlight the fact that she got a black eye. But yeah, I found that interesting. Stephanie is great in the ring. I don't know if they're getting ready to move her up to main roster or not, but she's cool. And it was interesting. I just don't know if it was needed, quite honestly, on the card. I feel like they could have gotten there a different way. The Pat McAfee thing. Well, let's talk about Jey Uso. Jey Uso comes out, does this big celebration. It was great. We had Sami Zayn return. Sami Zayn. So excited to see him. Excited he's not turning heel. I just love me some Sami. I'm just does my heart good when I see him. And then, of course, we had Jimmy come out, which I thought was very heartwarming. It really was just heartwarming, which made me think, okay, like, where are we going with Jay next? Like, what's his next thing? But, we'll see. Like, I feel like he doesn't really have a match at Backlash as of right now that I can see. Yeah. But we did have Gunther come out later, upset, attack Michael Cole, attack Pat McAfee. Are we getting McAfee versus Gunther? I mean, that seems just very, very random and odd, and, like, I don't know. I'm just not for it. I don't get it. That's just me. Sorry. Personally, I just don't get it. We also had a backstage thing with Logan Paul and AJ Styles, which led into Karrion Kross. I'm hoping it means we're getting more Karrion Kross wrestling. I just love him, and I feel like a lot of people get annoyed, but I just find him a great in-ring worker. I like the character. I like how he commits. Like, he is committed to, like, this almost crazy cult leader who doesn't have a cult vibes about him, and I just kind of love that, and I want to see them push him. Of course, we had Rusev come back during the whole tag team thing with the New Day, which I forgot to mention. Their promo I didn't love, because again, I liked this part, but I also don't know how it gets us to New Day in like a tag team rivalry, okay? Because it's not going to be Otis and Tozawa. But with that, we got Rusev back. Is his wife coming back? Does anyone know? Maybe I'll just wait and be surprised if she comes back. But that was my thoughts there. I think he could be a really, really good match for Jacob Fatu in the future. Again, thinking about like big men. If Bronson Reed ever gets back, I think that could be really cool too. But yeah, he's back. Cool. Can't wait to see how they use him. And then of course, let's talk about the big event, the main thing that happened at the end. I love Steph's suit. I'll start with that. I actually saw it on a clip online. I was like, ooh, nice. This is nice. If you get the audio, tell me I'm not alone. But so he comes out with Paul. My husband even knows like Paul's tie was matching his outfit. I think that's gonna be a thing they do. Of course, we had a whole thing with CM Punk. I thought the promo was good by Seth, and I'm starting to like kind of get more of the vibes of him and Paul together and how this will work. But we had CM Punk come out, of course, get beat up. We had Roman Reigns come out to beat up, and I just love me an attack on Paul. Like when CM Punk like grabbed him and put him in the corner. I mean, I don't know. I go, Paul just deserves an Oscar in my mind. Like, chef's kiss. Anyways, the whole segment I really enjoyed. Braun Breaker turning heel, I think was not on my bingo card, but makes total sense and is so cool. And I can't wait to see this. He was a great heel in NXT, so I am personally very excited for this heel run. And I like this kind of weird little faction that's joining together. Curious, I don't if they'll join John Cena. I don't think he will, but I think it's a nice thing to, like, Seth's a workhorse, right? Like, he's going to be there week in and week out, and I think it just gives us something like a corporate type of feel to like push against. I could also see Gunther being good in that group, but I don't think they're going to do that. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. I was super stoked about Braun Breaker coming back. I'm curious, there kept being all these rumors about who was coming back. And clearly he has not come back. I personally am of the camp that I don't think he's ever coming back, especially because it's very clear he was kind of named in that lawsuit. But I feel like they slide Braun Breaker into that spot of where they would have put Lesnar a lot. And I feel like this is one of those cases that I think if they had him, they would have plugged him in here, but I think it makes total sense. For it to be Braun Breaker. I don't know how Lesnar and Seth would have got along, but I feel like it's the newest kind of iteration of Paul guys, and I'm here for it. All right, with that, tell me your thoughts about the Raw after WrestleMania. What did you think of the crowd? What did you think of the whole thing? And what are you looking forward to Friday? Because I'm really looking forward to seeing Cody and see what reaction he gets on Friday, personally. So let's talk in the comments. I'm going to go work out. Bye.